You have to make the conscious decision today, brother. Are you going to let your past experiences, past trauma control your life? Or are you not going to let those experiences define you? Because us as men, we have the ability to become the creators of our life. Okay, we can create whatever reality we really want. And the difference between someone that creates their reality versus someone who doesn't has to do with that victim mentality, bro. It has to do with the negative thoughts. If we keep watering the seed of negative thoughts of that victim mentality, then we're not going to get into the direction that we need to go, right? To be the best version of ourselves, to live that life that we truly want and desire. When we let our past experiences, our negative thoughts, the trauma take hold of us, let it define us, it will hold you back, brother, okay? It will hold you back regardless of whatever the circumstance is in your life, right? Life's not fair. And if you're like me, bro, you may have been dealt with cards that were not in your favor, right? Growing up. But it's okay, bro. I refuse to let that define me. I refuse to let past experiences get in the way of me creating the life I want to be, being the best version of myself, being that role model, inspiring others. I'm never going to let that get in the way, bro, okay? But let me tell you something, bro. It wasn't always like this, okay? I had a victim mentality. I had negative thoughts. I had a lot of low frequency, built up resentment towards certain people in my family, bro. And I would blame them for my upbringing, the way I turned out, how I got addicted to drugs, how my life went downhill. I would blame them, bro, yeah, consistently. I'd have such bad resentment towards certain people, bro. And this way of thinking, this mindset, this mentality that I had put upon myself, it really held me back, bro. It held me back so long. For almost 10 years, I was going through this mentality. And let me tell you something, bro, it was no way to live, right? And I grew up with, being around a toxic environment in the household, childhood trauma. You may have gone through that as well. Maybe you didn't, bro. Maybe you went through a worse situation, right? But at the end of the day, if we carry that resentment in our lives, it will interfere with us becoming the creator of our reality, right? If we can't control our mind, if we can't control those negative thoughts that come in our head, then we have no hope of creating the life that we truly want, right? And ever since I was able to face those certain experiences head on, because I wanted to, bro. I was sick of living in misery. I was sick of having resentment towards other people. I was sick of hating the world. I couldn't live like that no more, bro. I couldn't live like that with negative thoughts fueling my mind, making me go crazy, man. I literally had to face my demons. I had to understand, have more empathy towards the problem, right? And only when I was able to free myself from addictions, only when I was able to remove, the vices from my life that were contributing to my poor mental health, I was able to think clearly, bro. I was able to have that empathy inside me. And I was able to be responsible for my thinking, be responsible for my reality, right? The reality that I truly desired and wanted to create. And when I had that mental clarity to think without any vices in the way, I decided to try to understand, why my upbringing was that way, right? And it all stems down to this, brother, okay? My situation will be different to your situation, or maybe you can relate. But I come to think like this, right? My parents, maybe your parents as well, they tried to do the best job they could, right? Even if it wasn't the right way, it's what they knew. It's the only thing they knew. They had past problems, they had past experiences, past demons that they didn't face. And the byproduct of that is me inheriting those problems, right? It's like a deadly virus. If someone doesn't fix their problems in the household, unfortunately, it becomes your problem. And if you don't fix it, you then pass it on to your loved ones, your kids, your future family. And it's just like a deadly virus that just keeps spreading, right? And once I was able to understand, be empathetic to the situation and be like, you know what? This is a sign that someone hasn't dealt with their past problems, their past baggage. They haven't faced their demons. They tried to do the best job that they could, but unfortunately, they weren't able to, be the creator of their reality. And it would end up becoming my problem unless I decided to do something about it, bro. And I did. And when I approached it from the most empathetic angle as possible, right? When I tried to understand, you know what? At least I had food in the fridge. At least I had a roof over my head. At least I had a bed to sleep on. And look, man, maybe you didn't have these things growing up, right? But you don't have to let that define you, bro, okay? If you didn't have those things, create those things for your life, right? You can't be stuck living with that victim mindset, that mentality that's going to hold you back, because it's no way to live, bro. And once I actually looked at the good, okay, the good things, rather than focusing just purely on the bad things, right? Even though these things were, or these experiences were out of my control, bro, right? I just tried to look at everything from the positive side, bro. And I just tried to be more empathetic, thinking, this is a sign when someone has problems that they don't face, it ends up becoming your problem. And I knew that I did not want to walk the same shoes, right? So I had to do something about it, because I couldn't live with this victim mentality. It was eating me up. And that's what led me down the path of vices, which then led me down to addictions, which then created the downward spiral of my mental health, right? And I refuse to do this, bro. I'm not going to let an external circumstance define me, bro, right? Take control of my life. And whatever you're going through, right? Whatever your past experience was, okay? Try to see the good in that situation. And I know sometimes, as I said, the cards you may have been dealt with are not in favor, right? They're not the particular cards you want to have. However, it doesn't matter. Once you acknowledge that there's always a good in every situation, there's always something to be learned, only then can you forgive, only then can you understand, only then can you put the past in the past and focus on the future, right? If I let my childhood trauma define me, I don't know where I would be right now, bro. I would not be in front of this camera recording this video right now. I can tell you that, right? It's only when I let go of everything. It's only when I choose to see the good in people rather than focusing on the bad. Only then was I able to be at peace with my mind, bro, right? Looking at the good things, being grateful for just the simple things that I had, instead of focusing on, I grew up this way, it wasn't fair, this is the reason why I turned to drugs. Fuck that, right? That's that victim mentality. Are you truly letting your past experience define you? Let it be set in stone? Or are you going to be like, fuck this, I'm taking my power back. I'm not going to let this define me, control my life, and I'm going to create the life that I truly want, right? And the moment I was able to let go was the moment my life completely changed, bro. Doors started opening in my life, and I started to go in the right direction, bro. Okay? You'd be amazed at how much progress you can make once you start to just let go and just focus on things that are within your control. Focus on being the best version of yourself, right? Focus on being that man that can look after his family, that can lead by example, that's the right role model. Because this victim mindset, bro, I see a lot of people held back in life, and it's very sad. Because you got one life, right? You live this way for the rest of your life with a victim mindset, letting the past define you. You live such a miserable existence, bro. And it's operating from low frequency. You have a lot of resentment. You might have a lot of jealousy, a lot of anger. You're just not the right person to be around, bro. And then eventually, once these thoughts take hold of you, you then go down the path of vices. You then go down the path of band-aiding those problems instead of facing them, instead of dealing with them, instead of accepting them and going, yep, this is the way my life is. This is the way my life was, but I'm not letting that define me. I'm not letting that be my identity. And you become responsible. You become the creator. You've got that power to become the creator. It's whether or not you choose to let the past override your mind and take full control over it, because that's the devil, bro. That's literally the devil taking control of your mind. And he loves to do that, man. He loves to do that. But the moment you start controlling your life, your thoughts, is the moment you're actually free, bro. There's the moment you actually start to break those chains that you've been tied to for many years, right? Whatever your past circumstance is, brother, you grew up with no water, you grew up with no food, you grew up with no bed, you grew up with a parent with addictions, you had a nasty relationship where a girl literally cheated on you, you had friends that stole from you and went behind your back. Whatever the case may be, bro, whatever the hurtful situation is, don't let that define you, brother, okay? Don't let that take hold of your life. Don't let that be the reason why you can't be great. Don't let that be the reason why you can't be the best version of yourself, okay? Past is in the past. It's gone. It's dusted. Whatever's happened to us has happened to us. It doesn't define who we are. It may be a part of us, but we don't let that take over us, yeah? I get it, bro. You've been through that shit. You've been through trauma. You've been through the trenches. I get it, bro. I've been through that shit too. And it's no way to live, bro. When you live with a clear mind, with good frequency, and you focus on your reality, your future family, your current family, those loved ones around you, and you take responsibility, bro, only then will your mind no longer be hijacked. Only then can you create what you want, bro. And only then will doors start opening for you in your life. I get it, bro. Life's not fair. Life doesn't pan out the way we want. Some people have a totally different upbringing. Some people have a totally different situation. I get it. But either way, it comes down to not letting, our past trauma, past experiences control us, bro, okay? We cannot accept. Once we accept that this is the way we are, then we're totally fucked. We're totally in a position where the devil's controlled our minds, bro. The devil's taken control of your mind, and he's then going to let you live a life that's basically drifting, bro, drifting towards vices, drugs, doing the wrong thing, not living a life with a moral compass. And that then will take over your life, losing full control. And that will then impact your mental health, bro. There's no way around it. That's why I say, bro, that victim mentality, that victim mindset has to go, bro. Okay? It has to go. Just accept that whatever has happened to you, you look at the good in that situation, bro. Someone broke up with you? Good. What did you learn? You got treated shit when you were a child? Good. What did you learn? I don't want to be that to my child. Someone did wrong by you, a friend? Well, cool. Okay, I'll make sure that I will stay the right person that I need to be, and I will make the right friends in future. We can't hate everyone. We can't hate the world. We can't take out things just because we've been hurt and crushed before, bro. It doesn't work. It's not the way to live. Because what happens is we end up going down the path of addictions, bro, okay? Unconsciously, we go down that path of addictions because that feels a lot better than thinking about negative thoughts, right? And once I started to actually understand that we have full control over our minds and how great it feels, how liberating it feels to actually be the creator of your life, not letting life control you, it's truly a blessed feeling, bro. And as you're watching this, if you're someone that's consistently holding on to your past experiences, it might be hard for you to fathom what I'm saying, but I'm telling you now, brother, once you come to terms, accept that those were the unlucky cards you were dealt with, right? Regardless of whatever the situation was. Only then can you take responsibility of moving forward and creating that life that you truly want. Don't let things define you, bro. Don't let past experiences, hold you back. You got one life, okay? It's not worth living a life that's controlled consistently by external circumstances that were out of your control. Learn from them, bro, okay? Control your thoughts. Control those negative thoughts. If those negative thoughts come to your mind, in order for you to control your mind, the only way you can do this, bro, as a man, is turning to the body, bro. You have to turn to the body. If up here is starting to think negative thoughts, and I'm telling you now, bro, even me, myself, I do have instances where negative thoughts try to come to my mind. And the only way I can shut it off, the best way that you can shut it off, is by turning to the physical body, bro, okay? Because when you turn to the physical body, when you put your physical body through some sort of stress, you then start to control your negative thoughts, okay? Whenever I have negative thoughts, bro, I literally make sure that my body goes through some sort of physical stress. By the end of that workout, by the end of that cardio session, by the end of that boxing session, the way I was feeling at the start with those negative thoughts trying to take over, they're completely gone, okay? So you can start with that, but you must also understand that if you've got past, childhood trauma, whatever it might be, just try to look at it from a different approach. Try to look at it from a different angle. Try to have empathy towards the situation, even if it wasn't the ideal circumstance growing up. It doesn't matter, bro, okay? At the end of the day, if you look at it like this, your parents tried to do the best job that they could, and unfortunately, they didn't resolve their problems. It came as a byproduct into your life. Now their problem is your problem, but you don't have to hate on them, bro. They just didn't know what to do. But you don't have to fucking be like this. You don't have to let that define you. You can be different. You can break that generational curse. And when you do, bro, you can actually love people. Even if you weren't brought up in the right environment, you still can love them. and you still can accept that they are the way they are, but you're not the way you are because of that reason, right? If that makes sense, you get to create the life that you want without holding any sort of resentment, animosity towards anyone that's done you wrong. And just understand that, unfortunately, sometimes the cards we've been dealt with in life are not in our favor, right? People tried to do the best job that they could raising us, but it didn't work out in the end, and that's okay. It doesn't define us. So I want you to really just start to take control of your life, bro. Don't let your past situations, your past circumstances dictate the direction you want to go in life, the life that you truly want to create. Make sure that you're free from those chains, bro, because that only then can you start to live in complete peace, in high frequency, where you're, feeling love, peace, enlightenment, all the things that can help you be the person you need to be, bro. Live the best life that you can and help those around you and be that role model, right? It all starts with that. But look, man, I'm going to end the video here. If you got some sort of value with this video, please hit the subscribe button if you're new to my channel. Really helps me, create more content on these sort of topics, just topics that I've been through personally myself, and I know other people go through this as well, but they just don't talk about this. But more or less, man, just want to help anyone that's going through these sort of problems in life, and that's why I make these videos. When you subscribe, I keep wanting to make more and more valued videos, right? So drop a comment down below if there's something that you've been through, that you've gone through, that's something similar to what I've described in this video. I'd love to hear your story. But more or less, man, look, I'm going to end the video here. Have a beautiful, blessed day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.